Alright guys, this is session 6 of our D&D 5e game, Bark at the Moon, where we last left off our band of quote-unquote heroes were knocking out and accidentally killing one of, 18 children and a evil-ass tiefling woman.
Yep. We gave her what she had coming.
And
oh yeah,
cut off as soon as the combat ended, because it was getting late as shit.
Yeah, we're not too interested in battle. We're more interested in the world building.
well, that and that combat, like, I didn't have a problem with it, but it was dragging. That combat took a long time to get through.
Well, there was literally a swarm of children.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I said, I totally understand why, and I'm not complaining, but it really did take a long time.
I mean, I almost melted that group. I kind of forgot what was going on. It almost just melted them.
I sort of forgot what we were talking about.
I forgot they were kids. You know, forgot they were running away.
Why do you say those things? They sound good in my head, and my tongue make the word not sound good. Formally.
That was a funny clip.
I love that clip, because I just love how he goes, the tongue make the word not good. Formally. It's the formally at the end, I think, that really so great about it.
Alright. Who cast the killing blow on the tiefling? It was Zolatus?
Yeah, it was me again.
Yeah, because you fucking soloed her. Except for like 2 attacks.
Hey, I criticaled a crossbow bolt to her face, so...
Rob, do you want to join the 20D game?
I was already in the 20D. Where'd it go?
I only see
not now.
Zolatus,
No,
me, and
I closed it. I closed it because I was looking to see if we could get sponsorship from Ver.
Oh.
You know, if my laptop hadn't started installing those drivers, I was gonna close. I already had the fucking ad in my head, and I was just gonna do it. And my laptop dropped out on me.
See if they had. I was just curious if they had like a why is it? Oh,
Amateur podcast sponsorship program?
Well, actually, I was just see if they just had an email for sending in for stuff like that. And I was like, okay, I'll just send them an email. I'll be like,
what have I done?
I'll lie completely about our numbers, but like,
I mean,
we have a million listeners. It's fantastic.
We have 440,000 people subscribing.
Ooh.
Just dummy accounts.
take a week vacation, do nothing but make fake email accounts so you can make fake YouTube accounts.
I just rolled 420Ds to see what I would get. Everything is below 10.
Wait, that's bad though, isn't it? Because aren't you rolling for our loot or something?
Yeah, but is it on a table or is it on? Like,
oh no, I was just rolling them. I already generated all the loot in the enemies.
Oh, okay.
That's just exceedingly bad luck.
Well, the dice are trying to kill me constantly, so...
Yeah. As Zolatus, bravely shatters her rib cage and she falls to the ground, all the kids stop and turn around and look at her on the ground, internally bleeding to death.
There you go, kids. Be free.
And
be you.
You don't remember after he did that I coup de grace her corpse?
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, he did.
You ran up and stabbed her in the,
Oh, he cut her head off.
I cut her head off.
Oh. The,
to quote-unquote make sure she's dead.
That was my line, yeah.
I forgot about that.
And said she actually deserved worse.
All the kids...
I mean, I could set her corpse on fire.
That's still a possibility. Let's not close any door. Let's always keep that as an opening, because she crossed some lines that my character does not like. So
I'm just trying to get into the role play.
Well, this is the role play. It's literally abusing someone who's been abused and using them for your own benefit. Oh yeah, she hates that a lot.
All the kids that are conscious and there stop and look and fall to the ground crying.
It's still better in the long run.
Yeah.
I feel bad, but it's still better in the long run.
And as they begin weeping and screaming about their dead mother, you hear the town guard, burst through the opening.
Oh no.
I'm assuming he's at the stairs on the left.
Yeah, let me place a token for them.
Just need to know just in case.
Yeah, they're coming down the steps. If the assets would open.
Barely contained rage on my face.
So is your Rob, is your character smaller than ours, or is it just your token and it's not indicative of your actual size?
It's the token, but also yes.
Okay. And you're still transformed, right?
Yeah.
Or did you transform back and I just didn't
You also don't know which one is the actual form either.
Well, yeah, I don't know, but I know. So I'm asking you. I'm not asking you. Anyway.
I know. And honestly, my character at this point considers both forms to be their form.
Well, wouldn't one be just as valid as the other in that instance?
That's exactly what my character thinks at this point. They're both valid forms.
As the captain of the guard comes down with a small platoon of men, he yells out, who's responsible for all of this?
Depends.
Well, I'm pretty sure it was originally the dead woman on the floor's fault, but we kind of took care of her.
That's what I meant, but it depends.
You there, adventurers, speak to me.
Okay, so what was happening is that a whole bunch of these children, right here, in this room, were going around town and stealing stuff while everything was on fire.
Speaking of which, is the fire out now?
The fire is contained, yes. We heard screaming from down here, so I came personally. Why are there so many crying children?
Because this lady was formerly alive lady.
Formerly alive lady.
She was telling them to go steal stuff while they burnt down the village.
All I'm hearing is Monty Python's Dead Parents sketch now.
Oh God.
It ceased to be!
These children, are they orphans?
Well, they are now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I would believe so, and their caretaker has been telling them to go steal stuff and burn stuff.
This is just what we needed. We heard one of the towns along the coast had their orphanage burned down. We weren't sure what happened to all the children, but apparently they must have gotten scooped up by this ne'er-do-well.
She's not doing any ne'er-dwelling anymore. That almost didn't come out right.
So...
Almost didn't.
Almost didn't. I pulled it out at the end.
So, did we actually do something good for once? Wait, I don't have to feel bad?
Well,
I mean, good is how you perceive things. I mean,
we helped out people. That's good.
We've helped people out before.
And look, and I melted my face. Look,
It didn't stay as helped, but they were helped.
he begins looking around. This child here with the arrow in their throat. Kendra raises her hand. That was an accident. I see. Considering, I'm guessing you had to fight off all these children, a fatality is to be non-expected.
I mean, I have this giant hammer.
Yeah, we're probably gonna check the children for concussions.
I mean, they were mostly body blows.
That's not any better.
Well, they can still fall down.
You do know that I at no point tried to attack any of those children. ever. That was intentional. I never attacked any of the children.
I noticed.
Yeah.
I tried to near the end.
Alright, I'll have my guards come and escort these children away. Hopefully, we can break them of their ways.
You're going to need the fear of God in them.
Well, the church that ran the orphanage for them was for Volg. Hopefully we can get them back to one that will set them on their right path.
That's all I ask.
Sanctimonious prick.
His guards come in and begin escorting the children out and clearing the unconscious and dead ones.
I'm just laughing because I'm picturing this in my head. Like I'm trying to keep the narrative in my head as like a movie. But I just see the kids like blinking away, so they're like teleporting off the floor. They're not just walking away or anything. It's just like pop, gone. Pop,
It's Nightcrawler, bam, bam,
yeah.
bam, bam, bam.
And like just my internal video, it's just like gone.
As the guards begin rifling through the objects on the tables, they begin identifying what was stolen and what was not. They take all of the items on the tables and most of the piles of books and weapons you see on the floor, but they say the things in the chest back there didn't come from this village, and you are free to take them.
Oh, I think I should actually get this because I actually feel a whole lot better about actually doing some good.
And I actually come over and I'll be like, I'll trust you to look through those. I'll meet up with you later to find that. I need to find that girl, and I go outside to try to find that girl that I'd sent away.
Oh yeah, that blind girl.
Yep.
Blind.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Blind.
Oh, I thought you said blonde.
I'm assuming her hair is black.
But anyway, what's in the chest?
The wooden chest is locked.
Wait.
I believe the hammer's a lockpick.
I actually think I have a spell for this.
That I was actually planning to use the hammer to bust open the lock.
Just hold on.
Yeah, because what happens if it's like booby trapped with like a? I know I'm not there, but I'm just kind of like commenting now. What if it was booby trapped with like a bomb?
Eh.
And
so the wizard dies, and
wizard,
I'm still
you
alive.
do have thieves' tools.
Yeah, I was going to say the same
use
thing.
that. Because I have arcane lock, but it just locks things. I thought it also unlocked.
No, it does not.
Aloha Mora. No.
So if I use my tools,
Why did I remember
are they
that's
gone?
called
Is it like a one-time use?
No, you can reuse them.
Oh, well, I'll just do that then.
Roll sleight of hand.
I believe that's +2. Let me check. God damn it! Just scroll up, not up and down.
Up and down.
Yeah, it's because I'm on my couch. It when I scroll up, it goes up and down. Same. You said sleight of hand?
Yep.
+2, like I thought. Alright.
Gosh. Dang it.
Almost put roll 20 D2s.
Roll a D2.
Okay, roll
20 D2. Yeah, that's even funnier.
+2. 20 natural 20 +2.
As soon as you put the lockpick in the hole, it just springs open.
That's how they always do. Am I right, Orc?
Right. Zaldos has no idea what you're talking about.
Inside the chest, you find
just-
an alchemy jug and 300 gold pieces.
Here, have the jug. All this gold is mine.
I believe we'll split that gold. You can take the majority, but we need to split it 3 ways since we all...
Oh, so 100 each. Okay.
Give it to the orphans.
Hmm.
I'm not there. I know that there, but like you're the paladin, so.
Oh,
yeah, I mean, I'm in it for me,
guys
so I'm like,
doing
if I
a
get my
party
share,
fund?
I'm good.
I thought we've always been doing the party
We
fund.
have been, but like I said, I'm not there. I'm not gonna.
I forgot that, to be honest. I still thought we were doing individual individual accounts.
But yeah, it's a party fund. So what's in this chest?
I guess we could.
That is a chest.
5
That
gold
is a
their
chest.
way.
What's that? What's in the box?
Could be a boat.
Well, try and open it.
We wanted one of those.
Let me get over.
I tried to open up the box.
You find Susan Sarandon's severed head.
Dear God.
Why is Susan Sarandon?
I don't know. That was the first actress I could think of.
I was
Let me
gonna think
really
that
try to
was-
open
Who the hell is this?
It's because it was Claire Danes in the movie, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Or the Gwyneth Paltrow. Gwyneth
Gwyneth
Paltrow.
Paltrow. Okay, but no. You find a bag of holding
Woo!
and a scroll.
Oh.
Can I?
Here, wizard, have the
you,
scroll.
you were just like, oh. I don't even know what it is. It could be something great. And you're like,
Could be a boat.
And you know what? I don't know magic besides cure wounds.
Can I roll investigation on the scroll? Do I even need to do that, or?
Not investigation, you can roll arcane.
Okay, hold on. Arcana +3. All right, rolling now.
It could be
Roll
a boat. Oh, there's one.
20 d20. Roll 1 d20. What'd I say? +3.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Goddamn, double check. Yeah, +3. I didn't want to get the wrong number and fuck something up. +3. God, 22. 19 +3. I didn't get a natural 20.
You easily decipher it as a scroll of confusion.
Like a spell?
Yes, scrolls work as spells.
Like, I would learn the spell from the scroll, or it's like I throw the scroll or use the scroll and it makes the spell?
You use the scroll and it makes the spell. For
Like, I don't know these things. I need to know.
For certain classes, you can spend time and money to copy the spell into your spellbook if you can learn it. Let me look up confusion to see what level it is. I don't think you can learn it though.
That's what I was getting at, because I'd read in the handbook that you could do that, and I was like, well, is it like it just lets me do it once, or I can learn it? So, are we the only people in this room now?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Let me... I cast Firebolt on the corpse.
Okay, what the hell?
Now we're desecrating a corpse.
Well, I mean, you said don't close the door.
Check for the pulse.
Oh yeah, let's check the pulse of the flaming body!
No, you didn't see Pacific Rim? Check for a pulse. That's what I was talking about.
See, I have not seen Pacific Rim.
Oh, yeah.
I've read the pre-sequel comic book.
Because I think that guy's dead, but maybe we should check for a pulse. He turn around and just empty the clip into the corpse of the guy.
I've seen a lot of fan art where they have the Jaegers fighting Godzilla
Alright,
and
so
other kaiju. What? I didn't hear you.
I said I'll stop distracting.
You're a sorcerer?
Me? No, I'm a wizard.
A wizard.
You're a wizard, Harry.
You're a wizard, Harry.
I'm not! I'm just Harry!
If you can learn a level 4 spell, which I don't think you can yet, you can copy confusion into your spellbook.
How do I know if I can learn that?
You need to be, I think, level 7 or 8 to learn level 4 spells.
Can I keep it in the bag until later?
You can keep it in the bag, or you can use it in a pinch.
Oh, it's like a one-time deal?
It's a one-time use.
I'll hang on to it so I can actually learn it. I'll just stick it in our nifty bag of holding we just got.
Yeah, I have no problem being the pack mule.
What would happen, this is out of character, what would happen if I got in the bag of holding?
You would suffocate.
Like instantly?
No, you have a few minutes. There's actually rules for the bag of holding if living things go in there.
Interesting.
Give me a barrel of oxygen. I'll find that cat.
Did you say give me a barrel of oxygen? I'll find that cat.
Yeah.
Is that what you fucking said?
Yeah.
Like, I'm looking at something else. I'm looking at my cantrips. I'm like, did he just say that? Like, it was funny as hell. I just thought I misheard you. Let's see. Are you still across the room, Rob? Or have you left?
No, I left. I left. I went out into the
okay.
town to try to find that girl I sent away.
Alright, I'm gonna switch the map on you.
Flop.
Boop.
Now we're stepping into the Twilight Zone. Something I can't remember the fucking words. Like being
home. Gold earring.
I love the song. I'm just terrible with lyrics and anything with words like that. Names.
Well, the problem is the background music's kind of distracting to me. That, and I'm still got DuckTales stuck in my head.
Well, DuckTales is always stuck in everybody's head. Oh, we're back above ground. In the same map, I mean, obviously we went above ground.
Yes.
I was gonna ask. It's too late now. I was gonna use my message cantrip to ask you, do you want to stick that bitch's head in our bag in case we need it later?
No! Enough of the crazy. Stop with the dead body decreasing.
Decreasing?
Disgracing.
Desecrating?
Yeah.
Desecrating. That's
I think I couldn't say it. We do want to decrease the amount of dead bodies, though. It's just, either not kill them or set them on fire to burn them, either way.
Rob, as you leave the basement and enter the center of town, you see her near... You're right about here.
So she's the one with the book?
Yes. Her near the platform.
So I come up next to her. I'm glad you made it out okay.
What happened to Mother?
She won't hurt you again.
She didn't hurt us. She saved us from the fire. The one at the orphanage.
But what was she making you do?
She was making us take things from villages so that we could survive.
Right. But there's better ways to survive. She was using you to actually help herself.
The way she set the fire to this village, you think that's how she set fire to our orphanage?
It's not impossible. But it is possible.
What's bad is, when we lived with her, we had a better life than at the orphanage. There was never much money coming in from donations, and a lot of kids got sick.
Hey, we'll make sure I'll make sure before I leave that you guys are taken care of.
Thank you. What
You're
is
welcome.
your name?
My name is Fialtic.
At the orphanage, I grew up without a name, but Mother called me Emily.
Well, Emily, that's a good name.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
And as she says that, she walks towards the village guard and turns herself in.
Okay.
I got feels from that. My sister's name is Emily. Not gonna lie.
As you finish up,
I'm thinking out loud. Go ahead.
as you finish up your conversation, you see the two male shifters while limping back into town, coughing badly.
You guys all right?
Well, you ever seen a dog get asthma?
No, I can't say that I have.
That's just about what happened to the two of us. Shifters have extremely sensitive nose and lungs, and running into those buildings, well, that doesn't mix well with our senses.
That kind of makes sense.
Where's our sister?
What did we Oh, I left. Did she leave before I did, or was she?
She was still back down there.
I thought she came out with us. Yeah.
I mean, I would tell him the last place I saw her was down there.
What happened down there? What are you talking about?
A lot of shit happened.
A real piece of work was abusing some kids.
Oh. That's probably not good.
No, but at least it's taken care of. She won't be bothering anyone ever again.
As you say that, Kendra slumps up to the group. Hello, brothers. What took you so long to regroup with everyone? I was mourning the little boy. They both look rather confused. Did you guys? There's blood on you. Did you guys fight children?
I didn't.
Fight is a strong word.
I only attacked the ones that were trying to hurt me.
We clubbed some. One of them got nailed to the floor like a piece of wood. There's this woman down there, and yeah, she got the shit beat out of her by a big ass hammer. Things happen.
Oh.
I'm sorry, but that is just...
I mean, it is a correct overview of what happened.
You see Lyle and Vuk look at each other. We were orphans too.
Oh.
Oh.
Kendra just silently walks off back towards the inn.
I try to follow after her. I'm like,
damn it, I was gonna do that.
I was gonna say, like, it was not your...
You catch her at the entrance.
Yeah.
I know it wasn't my fault, but just to think that I ended the life of a child a lot like us.
Yes, but you weren't trying to.
No, but most people aren't trying to when they kill shifters either. They're just trying to protect themselves from what they don't understand or fear.
Are you gonna be okay?
I'm not sure. The reason we're on this quest is to connect with our past and make peace with the fact that we're orphans and grew up in different orphanages around the Isles. It's a lot to take in for one night.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, I'm here if you need anything.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
She goes and walks into their shared room.
Out of character real fast, is the town still deserted? Or has anybody started coming back in yet?
They all started coming back in.
Okay.
Like, there's still not a lot of people in the town square, but there's some fire brigade putting out smoldering fires, and some people looking through their tents and bringing stuff back in that they got from the basement.
So everything is under control then?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but maybe we should retire ourselves to some dinner, since everything seems to be under control.
Wasn't this the middle of the night?
Yes.
Oh, was it the middle of the night? I thought it was like...
It was like 3 in the morning, if I remember right.
Wait a minute.
Well, back into character. Hungry's hungry.
As you say that, you see Lionel reach behind his back and pull out 2 rabbits. You know, we're exceedingly good at hunting.
Ooh, rabbit stew.
Now I need a place to build a fire, and we can cook this flank of conies.
in the middle
as you say the word fire, you see a fire brigade dude just stop and look at you and be like, no!
Did not even think about that. I did not even think. I was not even thinking
I actually thought that. That's what I was thinking. I was like,
Really?
we just...
I mean...
There was just...
I slapped him upside the head.
You need fire to cook food, so I was like, well, just need somewhere to cook it.
That would have been fine, but when he said, I'm just going to start a fire, I'm like,
I didn't say that. I just said we need a fire to cook these Tonys.
Pelt this man with rocks?
Poke this man with rocks.
boo!
Okay, I'm just gonna fast travel my way over here now.
Back to the inn.
Well, it's the middle of the night, so yeah, I guess so.
I mean, it's probably 4 in the morning by now.
It's closer to 5.
Well,
Ooh,
might as well stay
pancake
up.
time.
I was gonna say stay up for first breakfast now.
Pancake.
Shit, I didn't write down the experience you got for that last combat, so I'm just gonna give you a flat 1,000 for that.
Okay, cool.
Go ahead and add that real fast. I can remember. Keeps flipping everything on me. God dang it. What do I click on in Orc Pub?
Go to summary on the right side of the screen. There should be a number with a bar right next to a bar.
Well, I know
like
I know what it looks like. I'm just not on the right screen. Oh wait, it flipped it. It's on the left. Like it just literally mirrored it for some stupid reason. So you said 1,000? I don't know. Like all my stats and my experience is now on the left side of the screen instead of the right.
That's...
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why it did that. But I now have 7,500 experience points.
Alright. Since you guys did burn spell slots and take one of you took some heavy damage, are you going to sleep for 8 hours or just until dawn?
I might as well sleep it off fully.
That's fine with that as well.
Okay. So by the time you guys regain consciousness, this time not awoken by an explosion, it is noon.
Nothing like sleeping till the middle of the day, then waking up to a good drink.
Jesus. It's noon.
I know it's a little late in the day, but, you know, I was busy fighting last night.
As you make your way down to the pub on the first floor of the inn, you see the two Wolf brothers sitting there eating breakfast, and it's noticeable that Kendra isn't there with them.
Where's Kendra?
She wanted to keep to herself this morning. Last night's events are still weighing heavy on her.
I'm sorry, real fast, out of character. Is this you telling me, or is this the characters telling my character?
It's them telling you.
Okay. So has she just been in her room the whole time?
She made comfortable in the corner of our room and hasn't spoken much since we woke.
Probably best to give her a little space after what happened.
Yeah.
Yep.
We all were raised on the island you met us in, and at the orphanage there were many attacks because of our presence there. Many humans do worship the wolf gods, but they don't get along with the wolf kin.
We humans are a tricky bunch.
I mean,
we're never truly happy.
It's not to say that some wolf kin don't deserve it. There are some truly savages among our kind. But
yes, but you can't impress upon the whole the actions of even a majority of that whole.
Yes. She just needs some time to adjust, and hopefully it won't weigh heavy on her mind. But for now, we have rabbit stew for breakfast.
Yay!
Time to Irish up this stew. I think I'm saying that to myself, like I'm just kind of muttering under my breath.
If you kind of mutter that under your breath, then I kind of roll my eyes at that.
So are we all sitting at the table?
Yeah, you're all sitting at a long table.
Okay, I know I'm asking a bunch of questions. And Rob, are you still
Yes, the
woman,
same.
or you still got you still saying?
Yeah, I'll tell you if it changes. Let's put it this way. It's always the same until I tell you it.
Okay. Okay.
Alright, is there anything you guys want to do in the inn or about town while you have the time here?
I kind of want to figure out why that tiefling was a man at one point, and now he's a woman. I mean, if we got the time, I'd like to talk about this.
Go ahead.
I would just say it's a curse.
Like, you robbed some magical treasure curse, or
it's a curse.
It's a curse,
and I don't want to talk about it. Let's just put it that way. It's a curse, and I don't want to talk about it.
I got you.
But it's just who I am.
Which I don't want to say anything about it. It's cool to me.
You guys can roll for this if you want to.
I'm telling the truth, though.
Oh no, I know you're telling the truth, but he can roll investigation to see if he believes you.
Oh, I thought I was saying if I was telling the truth, then it really...
No, I kind of feel like my character would just be like, all right,
Okay.
that's cool. Like, a lot of me is in my character, so it's, okay, if you want to talk about it one day, you can. If not, that's cool too.
But I would say to you this, and I'm both male and female, as far as I'm concerned.
That makes sense. It's not something you see every day, but
no, it's not. It's not.
I'd argue,
but it's something that I've over the years in this dealing with this, that it's just been who I am.
All right. Is there anything you want to look about in town? Any of the shops, or check up on some of the tents that were burned?
Well, I'm going to kind of look around to see if anyone's badly hurt. But I also want to... actually, I don't know if I want you two to try to know about it. I'm going to take... well, no, you told me that there was 100 gold that was... Right. You guys told me that, or no?
Well, we just kind of said that we put 300 towards the party fund.
Okay.
We found 300. So, it's in the party fund. Don't worry about it. I might spend it later.
Well, what I was going to say is, okay, then I'm taking my share, and that's exactly how I put it. And I go to try to find someone in the town to give that to actually help the orphans from last night.
Okay, you go up to the town guard, speak to them about it, and they inform you that because they now have about 17 orphans in town and nowhere to put them, they're starting construction on an orphanage for them, but for now they're staying at the manor of the town mayor.
And I asked them, like, how much do you think it's going to cost to actually build the orphanage?
Oh. In total, probably about 75 gold.
And I give them the 100 to build the orphanage for them.
This is enough to build the orphanage and keep them all clothed and fed for maybe 7-8 months. Are you sure about this?
Absolutely.
Thank you, kind tiefling. You're You're a shining beacon in your kind. And I don't mean that as tiefling. I mean that in a bipedal humankind.
I understand. Just make sure that they're safe.
We're doing our best to let them to get them to understand that
No, I understand.
Shion,
Yeah.
she was using them. We found a few used scrolls on her of fireball and burning hands that she was using to burn down buildings. She was not a mage by trade, but she could read arcane.
Well, I'm glad. It's good she's gone then.
Is this happening outside of the bar? Like, did
Yes.
you go outside?
I went out and tried to find him.
He's at the guard shack.
Alright. I said, well, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be in town, but just make sure that those kids stay safe.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I go back to meet them up at the bar. So I said, so, miss anything?
Nothing much. This rabbit suit is actually pretty good.
It can be. And I take a little bit, but I kind of sit over myself in my corner, kind of eating.
As the day goes on, you mostly hang out in the bar, a lot of eating, a little bit of drinking. Come maybe 7 o'clock at night, Kendra exits her room and comes downstairs.
As soon as I see her, I go over, and I'm like, are you okay?
I think I'm going to be. I don't know how I feel about fighting for the time being.
No, I understand, and I kind of like put my hand reassuring. It'll be okay.
I know, it's just I can't get it out of my mind how much that boy looked like my brothers when they were younger.
Well, and as a friend, I try to hug her just to make sure she needs it. And I said, don't. Like I said, like I told you, I'm here if you need me.
And as you go in to hug her, you hear a rumble come up to you, and both of her brothers pounce her to the ground, hugging her.
I was like, oh crap, they're attacking me too. But I'm like, okay, so I'm assuming I'm getting knocked down as well, since I was right there, and that's fine with that. As long as I'm not hurt, then that's fine, I guess.
And they're telling her how much they love her, how everything's going to be okay, and that they're there for her for anything she needs.
And then I try to like extricate myself from the situation. I'm like, so if they have you, I'm good. So I'm gonna try to get away. I'm gonna try to like squeeze my way out.
All right.
Damn.
All right. So I go over and find my my compatriots. Yeah, that was a thing.
That was definitely a thing that happened.
Yeah. So, we still have to help them get to these places, don't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems like it.
Okay, so
How many people are in this bar?
I was just going to ask the same thing.
15, 20 people in the first floor of the pub, drinking and eating.
What time of day is it? Is it still noonish?
Oh no, it's 7 o'clock. She spent almost all day in her room.
Hey, hey, tiefling.
Hey, elf.
That's racist.
Well, not technically.
That's why I go on my class.
And actually, I say that with that term. Hey, elf. Like we haven't been around long enough for you to call me anything other than.
Yeah, because
which you may or may not remember my actual name, but it's still in my head. Like that, you haven't bothered to learn my name after all this time.
I'm asking this in character because I don't think you've actually been close enough anytime your name's been said.
Okay.
that I've heard it. To be honest, what is your name through these adventures? I don't think you've said your name to me.
Well, that's slightly insulting. But no, it's Fialtic. I'm sure we've had the conversation many times, but whatever.
Out of character, we very well may have.
No, in character, I'm even saying this, but guess you weren't paying attention. You were too busy melting faces, apparently.
Well, I do what I can, and I drink a lot of drink, maybe too much. Something I've been thinking about the last little while
is
that I've been drinking too much.
Oh, I see.
So I thought of a way that, we might be able to earn a few coins if you wanted to maybe try to donate some more to those kids. I mean, it's not an original idea, but...
Out of character, I didn't tell you I donated the money to the kids. I just told you I was taking what my share was.
Oh shit, that's right.
Yep.
It was just
okay.
A good-natured guess.
Let me go back and rephrase what I said then.
Well, actually, right. he's got a good point. If you feel like it was a good guess to do after how shook up the whole thing was to me, that's not a bad point.
Yeah.
We'll chalk it up to that this time.
Yeah, okay. I understand what you're saying, and your point being.
Well, remember we meaning you, put on that show in that bar.
Mm-hmm.
This very bar.
This bar, yeah.
I thought it was the one on the island.
Well, we did. I did kind of do something with the woman on the piano at the other bar before we left.
Yeah,
so I give that.
Like
that's what you're referring to.
Gold.
Yeah,
yeah.
I figured that's what you're referring to. Okay.
I thought maybe we could put on something bigger. Yeah, you could play some music. I can put on a light show. Maybe we could earn a few gold. Get everybody all happy.
Could be doable.
I don't know what the orc can do. Maybe he could play some drums or something. He seems to be good at hitting things.
As you say that, you see Vuk walk up to you. I can bet people in arm wrestling and drunken boxing.
Oh, double me! Double for me!
Let's see. Where am I? Oh, yeah, it's not that map. Do we need to talk to the bartender about this, or should we just do it?
I mean, I've always been under the impression that it's funner to punch people first.
Alright, or I'm sorry. Which one was it?
Lionel.
Vuk.
Oh, Vuk, I'm sorry.
Okay, Vuk, you go ahead and start doing that. If you guys are down, we'll go ahead and start laying some tunes down. See what happens.
He walks up to Lionel and they start talking for a moment. And just... Yeah, Lionel climbs up on top of a table and yells, 20 gold to anyone that can beat me in a wrestling match. But it's 10 gold to challenge me.
Damn, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that ought to be. So actually, I'm saying I kind of want to watch this for a little bit first, to be honest with you.
Hey, I'm cool with that because these guys are gonna get interested in that. It's gonna get them to start drinking a little bit more, having more fun. Then we'll slip in with the music and let the coin flow.
Exactly.
As he jumps off the table, a decently sized man comes up. He's got a good athletic build, not too bulky. He hands him 10 gold and says, I will take you on right now. Lionel seems so ecstatic that he's shaking his butt without a tail. He then throws off his armor till he's in nothing but his shoes and his skivvies.
Oh, God.
What?
Didn't he say arm? I actually look over at Eddie's character like, didn't he say arm wrestling?
Or drunken boxing. And that was Vuk's idea.
True.
I'm just going with it. The more original, the better.
Vuk walks up to you and says, yeah, I have my way of doing things, but my brother's a lot louder.
Okay.
And the two men begin going at it.
in out of context, and the two men begin going at it.
You!
And with a mighty howl, Lionel jumps on the other man and body slams him to the ground and pins him. In about 40 seconds, the guy starts crying for Uncle.
I applaud that was quite well done.
I actually rolled for that. Lionel raises up. Does anyone else want to take me on?
I say I'm trying to think of something to add to this.
A large woman walks up to him and says, "I'll gladly take you on, little man."
I'm sorry. It's just so out of context. It sounds so much like a fucking porno. I'll take you on.
As she begins to grab at him, he runs back, jumps off of Vuk's, does a moonsault off Vuk. You know what that is, where you run up to someone and kick off
and do a backflip?
Yes. And does that and lands on her shoulders and slams her to the ground.
Wow.
Again, I rolled for this.
Yeah, it does seem like you're rolling for it. I can understand that because you're actually having. I don't want to say. It's not that you have player. Well, you have more defined characters, so they're probably going to be better at what they're doing. So it kind of makes sense.
Well, I'm rolling a 12D for him, and I stepped the dice up to a 20D for the woman.
Oh, that's actually pretty funny then.
And it was just a straight roll. She got a 3, he got a 9. And she hits the ground and immediately passes out. And he begins howling and taking drinks and passing them out.
And I decided that, you know what, my good idea for this... Come on, someone else is going to want to challenge this. After all, it's for the orphans. Help the orphans. And think about it, you double your money if you win, so I'm actually going to try and start promoting him.
I'm gonna use T's hideous laughter on just some, and I'm hoping this works out, on some random bar patron to get them to start laughing to kind of just increase the situation.
Give me 1 second, because they still need to make a save throw for that.
Wisdom.
Well, they failed that saving throw. And as Lionel steps up from this woman, a man in the back of the bar just begins laughing hideously to the point where it looks like he's pissing himself.
Oh.
And then,
exactly as he planned.
the whole bar begins
Pissed himself.
erupting in laughter as a smaller man walks up to Vuk, says, "You know what? If it's for the orphans and I can make a profit, I'll take this man on."
So at this point, I'm actually going to try to be like a promoter / like referee for this now, just because it kind of amuses me now. And I'm like, so, and I go to the one who just came up. What's your name, sir?
My name is Eric.
It really doesn't matter what your name is. We have this champion here who has decimated his opponent so far. What say you do? You put more in. You put whatever you put in. We'll double the money.
He reaches into his pocket.
Or are you a coward?
Although he takes out his whole wallet and slams it down. That is 38 gold.
Okay, so how can I tip the scales a little bit now?
Well, I have the fireball spell.
No.
What?
Yeah, the orc really hasn't been doing much.
No, I've just been sitting down, watching the crowd, and having a good time with everyone else.
I'm assuming we're all still close enough together that I can just talk and you guys can still hear me. I don't think anybody went across the room.
As you guys are talking, you see Lionel just downing beer after beer.
Okay, so what I do, actually what I'm going to do, is I'm actually going to do a bardic inspiration on the one who's the one fighting Vuk, or is it?
It's Lionel.
Lionel. So I kind of go up to him and it's like, you totally got this guy, like, and I'm like trying to inspire him and pump him up, give him an extra 1d8 to use.
Oh, it's a d8? Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my mage hand cantrip. I'm gonna throw him a thumbs up and nod at him, and you got this.
All right, give me 1 second to see how this goes.
Hopefully it goes well.
Oh, that's close.
That could have gone really, really badly then.
If not for the bardic inspiration, he would have lost. This small man bum rushes Lionel, catching him completely off guard while he's still got a cup of mead in his mouth, and knocks him to the ground, and begins trying to pin him. And all you can hear is Lionel cursing repeatedly and struggling until he, with his back legs, jumps up, knocking both of the men airborne, grabbing him and slamming him to the ground, getting him into an armbar.
Armbar.
And the man quickly taps out.
Nice.
I don't know what I have. No, I don't want to do that. That could go badly. I'm not. No. Disregard.
So I go over to Lionel and I like that was amazing. Who's next? Who's next?
Just to let you know, the man rolled a 5. Lionel rolled a 3. But I got a 6 on that D8.
Oh, nice.
That bardic inspiration was well used.
So now I'm almost going into the full wrestling thing now. I'm almost telling him, like, so give us, you want to go next time. So I'm actually telling him, like, next time when you come out, I'm actually going to play you into the match with the bagpipes. So it has like this whole like event thing, and I'm kind of going like, maybe we should actually make a ring for him or something.
Well, I mean, I could use, what is it? It's not silent image.
Minor illusion?
Minor illusion. I'm trying to see what the dimensions are before I commit to that.
As they hear you say, let's make him a ring, his brother and sister walk around the pub and start organizing the chairs and tables to make a circle of them, and then Lionel jumps into the center.
Okay, yeah. I'll go ahead and make that ring, because it's a 5-foot cube. That should be enough.
Yeah. And as he jumps into there, a pair of twins walk up to you and say, can we challenge him in perfect unison?
I look over at Lionel to see if he's good with 2 at once.
He says, I'll take on triplets if they're in this bar.
You sure you don't want to make it a tag match with your brother
or me?
You say that as
or the orc.
Vuk has a drink in his mouth. Nah, this idiot's got it.
Okay, I mean it's like, and I go, you know what? And I go over to the orc. I said, why don't you back him up?
How so? How so?
Well, he could use a partner in this match.
Oh, yeah.
So great, and I'm assuming that that's already you agreeing to it, and I go back and like, and he's got a partner, and I was trying to think if I want to give your real name or just a made up name.
Either or works.
I'm gonna go ahead and just throw
Blackheart the orc, and like,
oh, don't be bringing in my uncle into this.
And he goes. And I go, okay. So, and I go back to the twins. I'm like, so you're good with the tag match, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I go back to them like, all right, everyone, are you ready? this is going to be a huge match. And I was like, so who believes that our champions will beat your local heroes?
Flex.
I cast Misty Step on Zalda, so whenever he walks up, going up to the ring, he's covered in silvery mist. Just to make it an entrance.
From the commotion of the crowd, men walk up to you and start handing you gold to bet on this.
Okay, I'm taking all bets. Everybody come up to me, please.
And I actually, I hand him over to Andy, and I'm like, okay, you hold the money for now.
Definitely can do.
Okay, I'm gonna give you some numbers. This is what people are handing you.
Let me write this down. Give me like 3 seconds.
There is a note section.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Okay, I'm ready.
13.
13.
12.
12.
17.
17.
1.
1.
11.
11.
17.
17.
2.
2.
7.
7.
2.
2.
And 14.
And 14. Okay.
That's everyone who bet on this match, and then the twins themselves pull out a large bag of gold. They each bet 25 gold on themselves.
And because I have it to use, I do go to bardically inspire both the orc and the shifter.
Okay. So that's a D8 for each of them.
Mm-hmm.
For this, Dallas, I want you to roll your athletics.
Alright. Athletics.
43, 54.
I am not proficient in them, but I do have a high score on it.
Lionel has a really good athletics and acrobats. You can use either or. Whatever's higher.
For which ones?
Either acrobatics or athletics.
Athletics is higher.
Okay. Okay, I have their total. Let me roll for Lionel. Ooh, shit.
Oh, we're gonna be out so much money.
Oh. Okay, now roll your athletics plus a D8.
Oh. D8 plus 4. That's a 9.
9 in total?
9 in total.
That's with your D8?
That's with my D8.
Did you roll a 20D for the roll?
Yes. That was an 18.
So you got an 18 plus 9.
So then a 27.
Okay, so your total was 27. Vooks was 28.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh shit, I forgot his modifier. Or Lionel, I'm sorry.
I mean, all my dice rolls are in roll 20.
Oh, I'm sticking to the thing. With his modifier, it was 32. They, in total, only rolled a 20.
Wow.
Well,
so as the match starts, he begins running at the twin on the left at top speed, looking almost like he's going to transform, and then does a quick cartwheel and slams into their slide, grabbing him, putting him in a full Nelson, and slamming his head against the floor. How do you handle the other one?
Oh, as I see that they're trying to interrupt the full Nelson, I kind of go over to him and clothesline him, and then use whatever momentum I have left over from the clothesline just to kind of go and backdrop into an elbow.
Oof. Okay. And that elbow easily hits his chest and knocks the wind out of him. And as the brother in the full Nelson taps out, the match is over.
Yeah.
As expected, our champions are still victorious.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to look at him. I'm like, do you guys have another one in you?
Of course.
If there's anyone who's brave enough to challenge us at this point.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Do you have anyone else who wants to challenge?
The Misty Marauders need a good fight. You're still covered in the silvery mist.
Yeah.
Oops. So you're the Misty Marauders now. That is your name.
Not bad. Not
As
bad.
the crowd begins to dull and look around for any new challengers, the pub door opens and the guard captain walks in with his first lieutenant.
I just imagine this huge muscular guy walking in like in Looney Tunes or something.
Well, let me get his... It's the same man you met earlier.
I was actually gonna say it's something that you would see as like a costume for wrestling, WWE.
He caught wind of it from people talking, and it got out of the pub. He came down ready.
Yeah.
So I'm holding on to the money. I'm gonna have my go up to a table, and just for background, I don't necessarily have to do this. I'm just being another announcer. Like, I'm just saying things to people on, I guess, the other side of the room.
Yeah, you're being commentators, the experienced guy and the non-experienced guy.
Yeah, like JR and that other guy.
King.
Was that his name?
Yeah.
Jerry the King Lawler, yeah.
Yeah.
He's from here, too.
Memphis, yeah.
As the captain of the guard walks in, he says, "So, apparently there's some unsanctioned bets and wrestling going on here."
No. There's fundraising going on.
Yes, we are raising funds.
He takes one look at you and then one look at Lionel and takes his armor off.
Well, good people, it looks like we've got a challenger coming in. Going Street Fighter, a new challenger approaches.
He takes one look at you. You're doing a very good job, my daughter.
And me?
Yes.
Thank you.
But this man... Oh, I am not going to let him run amok in my town. As he takes off his armor, he is extraordinarily well-built and covered in scars.
Ooh.
So, like...
So, are we talking like guts?
I was thinking the guy from Full Metal Alchemist. That one guy.
You know what? Let's go with Guts. Guts is about as swole as this guy is. And his lieutenant is just a little bit smaller than him. And he takes off his armor as well.
What cantrips can I use?
I go to the wizard. Could you please turn off the mist? It's messing with my nose.
How? It doesn't have a smell.
No, I mean like it's humid. It's making my nose run.
Okay, I'll just say it's gone because it... Like, the action says 1B dot A dot, so I don't know what that means, so I'm just going to say it dissipated.
And,
No, B as in Bravo.
bonus action.
Oh. Well, it says instant. It's that self-verbal instant. I'll just say it's gone if it's messing.
Yeah, you can just turn it off.
Messing. Okay, so...
Alright.
Okay, it's off.
Before he walks into the ring, he hands, Fialtic a large sack of gold. Ooh, what is that background sound?
What I just did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just playing around with something, don't worry.
He hands you a large sack of gold. He says, "This is from me and the boys in the guard shack. Whether we win or lose, it's donated."
Exactly fine with me.
It is exactly 250 gold.
We are up to almost. We're up to almost 400.
Just from this fundraising.
The beds and the guard. I'm not counting the twins yet, but the bed and the guard has us at like 340s, 350s.
Okay. Ooh, I just dropped the dice.
Counts as a natural critical.
Do you want them to get nat crits?
No.
I was like, what are you saying, dude?
Alright, let me roll for them. Oh. That's highly unlikely. Alright, let me roll for Lionel. Okay. And do they have any more bardic inspiration?
So I've used 3 times. No, I've used. Well, I can one more, but I can't.
It's up to you.
Yeah, well, since I feel like the shifter's been doing really well, I'm gonna give it to the orcs since I'm not 100% like. Well, how long is it defined of a rest?
8 hours.
Not a long rest, a rest.
A short rest can be anywhere from 1 hour to 4 hours.
Okay, I'm assuming it hasn't been because I have Font of Inspiration, which regains all use of my bardic inspiration at the end of a rest. But I'm thinking it hasn't been that long.
No, it hasn't.
It hasn't been that long with that rest we took from 5 o'clock to noon.
No. That reset them all because that was the long rest. But I've already used it 3 times. I can only use it 4 times before I take a long rest. Because I now have Font of Inspiration, I regain all uses at the end of a rest, of any rest. But I didn't know if me sitting watching them fight was enough of a rest.
No.
To give me. I didn't think so.
Dallas, roll your athletics with the bonus 1d8.
Alright.
We're gonna build these kids a fucking mansion when we get done.
I got 25.
Wow. You don't mind if
Altogether.
I take DM ruling on how this one plays out?
That's fine with me.
Yeah.
As the match starts, you and Lionel rush up to these 2 guards, and they don't look like they're moving. And you both extend your arms and pull off a double lariat, smacking them both in the throat, and knocking their heads into each other and knocking them out cold.
Oh.
Before they can even react. You know how I said, oh, that's highly unlikely? They both rolled a 3.
God.
I just kind of lean over them, poke at them a little bit. You guys okay?
Oh. Did you
up you go.
have gauntlets on? Because that hurt.
Oh, first off, orc. My hands are practically boulders.
And Lionel picks up the guard captain. Yeah. Gauntlets? Sir, your head is hard as my arm.
That was at my head.
He was talking to the guard captain, not you.
Ah.
And he helps put him into a chair.
Yeah, I pretty much help my guy to a chair too.
Is the chair that the guard captain got set in close to where I'm still sitting?
It's like right outside the ring. It might be about 10 feet from you.
I yell to the crowd, does anybody know any ice magic? These guys could probably use it for their headaches.
No, the magic isn't that common.
I don't want to roll a 1d8.
What would you be rolling for?
Ray of Frost.
A little bit too much there.
Yeah,
Exactly. That's why I'm not doing it.
You hear the bartender says, "Oh, I'll take care of their concussions." He comes out with large blocks of ice and puts it on their heads. By now, it's maybe 9 o'clock, 9:30.
So how
Okay.
much did we run in our fundraiser?
Let's see. Am I adding the 250s that the twins bet into the total?
The twins donated 25 each.
Oh, okay.
So it's 50.
The 250
Okay.
was from all the guards.
No. I know I said it that way. I was saying, I thought the twins bet 50 a piece, like the 250s bet, and I just said 250. Is it 50 total for the twins, or is it 100 total as 250 gold bets?
It's 250 gold bets, and the guard chat gave you 250 gold.
Yeah, that's what I've got written down.
Okay.
I wanted to make sure I had it right. So, let's see. 96. 296. What's 296 plus 255? 546.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea how much 500 gold is?
Mm-hmm.
A
No, I
lot.
do.
Yes.
And we haven't even gotten it to the after game or after match concert, which I don't know what that would raise, but I still want to throw on a musical number.
Alright. As you take a look around, you see Lionel is stumbling. The man is piss drunk at this point.
He's just drunk enough to have another drink with me.
His brother walks up to him and says, "How about we give the wrestling a temporary hiatus for tonight? I think you're gonna kill yourself." He's like, "I'm not that drunk. I can still see the two of you."
I'm not drunk that.
Oh, that's awesome. I can still see the two of you.
"Brother, you never change." And he walks him up to the bar and sits down with him next to you.
I'm just kind of being wary about the drunkard next to me.
He hands the bartender 15 copper and gets a huge mug of mead and just starts downing it.
I am very tempted just to pull the mug away from him, but then I remembered he could turn into a wolf and probably scare off my face.
You know what? He probably would bite you in human form if you tried to take the drink away.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. It's a number of things having to deal with wolves.
Alright, do you guys want to start the concert?
Yes, friend Tiefling, are you ready to play your bagpipes? And I'm going to throw on an amazing light show with minor
Bagpipe.
occlusion.
Is there anything about bagpipes?
I just assumed. I didn't know what you were going to play. I know you played bagpipes before.
No, it's fine. No, actually, I wasn't going to use the bagpipes. I was actually just going to use my lute this time. My flute. Sorry.
Gotcha.
Alright. Both of you roll performance with advantage.
So, okay, with the advantage, that's rolling the d20 twice, correct? And taking the
Yes.
higher.
And remember to add your proficiency bonus into it.
Okay. And you said
performance?
Performance, yes.
Performance is +2.
And then
Roll
and the +3 for your proficiency.
+2.
So it's +5.
Okay. Roll 1d20 +5.
I rolled exactly the same for both rolls, so 23.
Okay.
And I got a
Decimated another
16. Which I almost did. I rolled a 10 and then an 11. So yeah, I rolled a 16.
Alright, let me roll for the donations.
So we're at 546 right now.
Yep. You get 6 gold.
6,
3.
3,
5.
5,
3.
3,
4.
4,
4.
4,
3.
3,
4.
4,
2.
2,
4.
4,
6.
6,
Created a nightmare.
2.
2,
12.
12,
2.
2,
60.
60,
5.
5. And we must have some manor lord come in.
Yeah, that was the mayor.
Nice.
9.
9,
17.
17.
50 from his wife.
Ooh.
20.
20,
6.
6,
3.
3,
4.
4,
And 14.
and 14.
I
so-
basically rolled every single one of my dice and re-rolled with the ones.
Nice. 995 is 14, 17, 21, 25, 28, 32, 34, 38, 44, 46, 46, 58, 60, plus 60 is 120, 125, 134, 134, 144, 151, 201,
There's 25
221.
people in this pub right now.
221,
Or at least 25 people that just donated.
230, 234, 234, 244, 248, 546, 248. We raised 794 gold.
Rob, since you have a better idea of the economics of D&D, do you want to explain how much 794 gold is?
Oh, we just bought the town. Right?
I mean, out of character, I'm pretty sure we all went into this donating it, like we talked about. I had no intentions of keeping this.
The orphans have bought the town.
Go orphans over the town.
Well, I mean, if you put it about this way, 75 was enough to build an orphanage.
We can build them a town.
I mean, technically, I mean, yeah, yeah, that's, yeah. I mean, let's put it to you this way. Just in weight, if they're considered each coin is considered 1/10 of a pound, so
It's about 80 pounds.
yeah, and
Gold.
how do I put this? I mean, yeah, I mean, a horse is 75 as well. So I mean, just to get an idea of what you're buying,
We're giving them a horse worth of gold.
and we're giving it to them. Yes. I mean, it's not enough to buy their own ship. I mean, Yale does need an airport, but sorry, I couldn't resist that one.
So, just out of character, when we donate all this, I think this town should build statues of us to commemorate us
The greatest entertainers.
They're
of all time.
definitely putting your faces on the front of the orphanage.
Oh, neat.
And as the night begins to wind to a close, the guard captain asks for you to meet him in the town square tomorrow so that a portrait can be drawn of you all with your names.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Hours.
Don't worry, Orc. I can cast gaseous form on you, and then they'll just draw you as a mist.
Well, and you're each going to get your own portrait.
Hours.
Yes.
Standing still. Gonna be boring.
Well, they want to commemorate this. This is the most money they've
Yes.
had in town in a while. And they will have their own fully functioning orphanage and church. Well, they have another church now.
Take or leave the church.
Okay. And I'll agree to that. That's fine.
I guess I'll do it for the kids.
Just to do it for the kids. Yeah, whatever.
Won't somebody please think of the children?
Vuk raises Lionel's hand. He's going to be passed out the whole time, so he won't know any better.
Oh, let's get some 2x4s to prop him up.
Oh, I can hold my brother. I've done this more than once.
Okay, that's context for later.
I'm actually going to end it here since it's about 2:40.
Alright. Completely reasonable. Do we gain any experience out of this?
Actually,
we did a hell of a role play.
yes, you did. You actually did amazing role playing.
No, I know it's not within the game, but Rob, whenever you were doing like the commentating stuff, I just pictured you with fucking JR's black cowboy hat on. And I'm like, I know that's not real, but it looks too funny to think anything else now.
I'll match it and give you another 1,000 experience just in pure role playing.
Okay,
Alright.
so 7. So, but what about for the last? Because I have it at 6,500, but that was before the last.
We're at 85.
Yeah,
we're at 85 now.
8,500. Damn, I'm
Not-
almost half.
Not
Halfway
85,000. There we go. It really wanted to go to 85,000. I'm like, no.
Well, that would definitely give you a few more levels.
I wonder what level does it? Excuse me.
Alright.
I don't know what level it puts that, but I don't know. I gotta go to sleep too. I'm getting tired.
Alright, I'm going to end the
Yeah.
stream. We're going to come back on Wednesday with Session 7.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool.